childhood trauma physically changes your brain, and it makes your alarm system in your body and in your nervous system get set off really, really easily. So when it comes to childhood trauma, if it's not released in the moment, in the time of the event, it gets stored in our body and our mind. And it will stay in there until we learn how to release it. So it gets stored in our body and in our mind, and within our body, it gets stored in our nervous system. And it creates a lot of tension and unsafety in our nervous system and in our body. So you really want to learn how to release it from your body and your mind. And another really important thing to realize is trauma is not what actually happened to you. It's how you experienced it and what you took onto it to mean. Because the reason why something gets stored as a trauma is not because of how severe the actual situation or experience was. It was how you took it on, and if you had that space and that support to process it, move through it, and close that stress response. If that stress response that the trauma caused was left open, that's when it gets stored in the body and the mind as a trauma. So one of the best ways to release it from your nervous system is through somatic practices. So I'm going to take you through some of them now. Well, 3 of them now. 3 of my favorite ones. So number 1 is when you just begin to talk to yourself. So you let yourself know that I'm Zoe, if that's your name, like my name's Zoe. You say that you're okay, you say I'm okay, you notice where you are, and you give yourself a time to pause and be like, what's actually going on here? Am I safe? What's around me? And just begin to talk to yourself and give your brain and body time to catch up with what's actually going on. Because a lot of times our body and our mind just start to jump and, explode and react super fast. But if you take that time to stop, pause, notice where you are, notice what your name is, notice what actually is happening, that's a really good starting point to be able to regulate your nervous system. Okay? And number two is stomping your feet. And I know it might sound so cliche, like what's stomping your feet going to do, but if you focus on stomping your feet 1 foot at a time and notice each stamp on the floor that you take, each stomp on the floor that you take, really notice it, feel your foot physically touching on the ground. Our nervous system loves connecting to the ground, connecting to the earth. So physically notice each foot touching the ground. Notice how you feel as you stomp each foot on the ground. And notice what you can take in around you. What you're feeling in your body when you start doing it and what you're feeling in your body afterwards. And just do that as long as you need, 1 foot after the other, really feeling yourself stomping each foot into the ground and then swapping into the other foot. And keep doing that as long as you need. I generally recommend doing it for at least 5 minutes just to really get into that groove and calm the body down and regulate the nervous system back to a place of peace and calm. And then after that, the third one, which we all know of, is deep breathing. How powerful is deep breathing, right? Like, it's so hard for us to be connected and in the moment when we're stuck in our heads, right? So we get stressed, we get anxious, our breaths get really shallow and really fast. So it's about coming back to those long, deep breaths. And also knowing it's okay to find whatever way to do your long, deep breaths that works for you, whether that's in through your nose, out through your nose, or both in through your nose, or both in through your mouth. But what is really important here is when you're doing it to release stress and anxiety and to get back into the present moment, it's really important to have your exhale last longer than your inhale. So say if you inhale 4, exhale for 8. So just pick an amount that works well for you. I generally focus on the 4 in and the 8 out. And just do that 10 to 20 times or however long you need. and automatically see how that begins to relax your body and your mind. And if that's difficult in the moment, because sometimes deep breathing can be, even just start noticing your natural breath, because that can also really help as well. Because generally when we start to bring awareness to our natural breath, even if we don't physically focus on trying to deep breathe, that can also make us start to breathe a bit more deeper and be less shallow, because we're actually paying attention to it. And it's automatically just paying attention to it is calming down our nervous system and our mind a bit. So they're 3 important tips I want to share with you. Of course, there's so much more out there, but I know when you're starting off, you don't want to be shown lots of different ones. You just want to try a few and see how it goes. So definitely give those 3 a go and let me know how you find them, which one resonates with you the most. So yeah, in the comments, let me know how you find them, which one of those resonates with you the most. And comment yes below if you would like some more videos like this, because I'm absolutely obsessed with body connection and nervous system regulation, because along with the subconscious mind work, it's what literally changed my life. So I'm so honored to be having these videos, sharing with the world, you know, what's possible when you heal your chronic anxiety like I did. Because for those of you that are new here, if you want to follow my journey, being a healed from chronic anxiety, then I'd love for you to click the subscribe button, because I used to suffer from chronic anxiety. I had it for 14 years and it took me 14 years to find the right support for me. And once I found that support, it was through subconscious mind reprogramming, which did a lot for me. It really helped me, but it wasn't enough alone, because I didn't have that support to also release the childhood conditioning and the trauma from my body. I only had the help to release it from my mind. So that's why I went on to study and become an NLP practitioner and anxiety coach myself, and now helping women all over the world to heal using the Rewrite Your Anxiety method. So it gives you everything you need to heal your trauma, to heal your past conditioning, and to release your body and your mind and your nervous system from the prison of anxiety, from the prison of the past, so you can create that future that you desire, and so you can be more present in the moment. So I'd love for you all to let me know what resonates with you most. Subscribe if you want more videos as well, because I upload videos weekly. So you better, if you want to be able to get access to them, then it's good to click the subscribe button. Thank you all so much for joining me, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.